Today was the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and oh my goodness, do we have a lot to unpack. I'm going to try to run through this video as quickly as I possibly can. This is a lot of information, but wow, we had a fantastic Switch 2 recap with all the games that they shared, all the information, and we're going to get straight into it. But before I do that, do not forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Did you like it? How would you rate it? Was there anything that you would change? What did you like? What did you did not like? Make sure to leave everything down in the comment section, and let's get straight into it. So first thing I want to talk about is the console itself. They revealed information about the size, the screen, and so right now we're going to be looking at a 7.9-inch display for the Switch 2. Now, if you do not know, the Switch OLED is currently, I think, 7 inches in display. So we almost got an inch bigger.
That's what she said.
Than what the Switch OLED will be. And looking at the clips and stuff, it does look it looks bigger. It looks actually more comfortable, and that's actually a plus for me. So a 7.9-inch display, 1080p. This thing is going to be able to run up to 120 FPS, and I want to say that this is in docked mode, but I could be wrong, as well as it also supports 4K at 60 FPS, and I also want to say that this is also in docked mode, but I'm not entirely sure. The storage has been increased, so it will now be at 256 gigabits, whereas the original Switch came at 32 gigabits or something like that. So it's going to be coming out the gate with more storage, which is also, it's always a great thing to have bigger Joy-Cons now, and the biggest change is that C button that is now on the right Joy-Con. And what this C feature does, it is a game chat feature, which has been, in this Direct, they made it seem like this is a whole new feature, but this feature has been around for forever. It's maybe new to Nintendo, but we've had it in PlayStation for a while. It's basically a Discord-esque party chat where you're able to obviously talk to your friends, and they even showed where you can plug in a camera and they'll be able to see you. You can also game share now, which is great. I believe that this will be free for the first year, so this comes out in June. That's another thing that we'll get to, but it is due for a year. So the game chat feature will be 1 year, from all the way up until March of next year, and then you'll need a Nintendo Online subscription to then be able to continue using it. The Joy-Cons, we also have the mouse feature where both Joy-Cons are going to be able to function as mices, and I think this is really cool. They showed a lot of great gameplay from Dragon Drive. That game looks absolutely really fun, and you're able to see them using a stick, and actually Metroid Prime 4 as well, you'll be able to see how the mouse is used. And I think this is a very innovative feature that definitely makes this console look and feel a lot better, a lot more fun. Date, this thing's coming out in June 5th of this year will be the release date. Now there will be pre-orders going out on April 9th next week. I'm not entirely sure what the details look like. I believe that Nintendo has an exclusive shop where you'll be able to pre-order it, but there are some prerequisites that you have to meet in order to be qualified for the shop. But other than that, I think your best bet is going to have to be the Best Buy at the moment, and I'm sure we'll hear about other retail shops like Amazon and Target and Walmart and how their pre-orders are going to go. Here is, it's going to be $449.99 just for the base Switch 2, no games included. And if you want the new Mario Kart, which we'll get to in a second, Mario Kart World, this will be bundled with the Switch 2 at $499.99. You will now have red game cartridges, so they will no longer be gray for Switch 2. They are now going to be red, which I think this is a great change. It gives some spice to physical copies of Switch 2, and I think it honestly looks a lot better like that, so I think that's a plus. Obviously, you have your new camera that they showed. I'm wondering if you're going to be able to plug in any camera. I would hope that's the case with the new USB-C attachment that's on the Switch 2. And they showed a new Pro Controller, and I think the only difference is it might be slightly bigger. I have no idea, but they just added that C button up in the middle. They did also mention that you are not only going to be able to play Switch 1 games, which there's a list of games that you'll be able to play. Not all Switch 1 games are going to be compatible. Aside from that, you will also be able to play Switch 2 exclusives, but you'll also be able to play Switch 2 enhanced games. So similar to how Sony does their enhanced games for PS5, Nintendo is kind of taking a similar route, in which, in this case, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, these games will all be getting enhanced versions. So a little bit of new gameplay, better visuals. That's going to be an enhanced version. Now, they were not clear on pricing for these new enhanced versions of these games, but I'm sure that will come out soon. And if you get a you have the Nintendo subscription, then they might even make it free or something like that. They also did show a Metroid Prime 4 enhanced version, and I gotta say, all of these games look absolutely magnificent in this new console. Let's talk about the games. They are going to have so many games coming out for this Switch 2. Games like Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, Deltarune. They're going to have Fortnite, Hogwarts Legacy, Mario Kart World. I mean, you're going to have a good amount of games to play coming out. They also did mention that if you have the Nintendo expansion pack subscription online, you'll be able to also play GameCube games. And I believe one of those games is Wind Waker, which I know is a fan favorite. Now, I don't know if it's going to be limited to these. I'm pretty sure they're going to be adding more as the months and the year goes by. But for right now, I believe is Zelda Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX. Now, as far as the games coming out later this year, you have the Dusk Bloods. This is an exclusive Nintendo Switch 2 2026 From Software game that looks so freaking cool. This game looks like a mixture of Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and Lies of P all put together. It looks super fun. It's coming out next year exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. And then you have the big announcement at the end of this direct, which is Donkey Kong Bonanza coming in July. I believe this game is coming out July the 17th, and wow, this game looks amazing. In my personal opinion, I would have loved to see another 3D Mario, but that's just me. I know that this game is going to be super fun. It looks super fun. And that was basically it. I mean, they also had some other games coming out this year, like Elden Ring is coming out, Borderlands 4 is going to be coming to the Switch 2, Hades 2. It's going to be, they have some great stuff here. My biggest takeaway here, and although this is all great and the Switch 2 had an amazing direct, I'm sure they're going to sell a lot. The price for Mario Kart World. If you do not know, Mario Kart World, if you don't buy it bundled, meaning if you don't buy that $499.99 version of Switch 2 that comes with Mario Kart World standalone will be $80.
What the fuck?
$80. That is an insane amount of money for one game. I read somewhere where Nintendo is doing this case-by-case basis for their games, because Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be $70, but this game digital only is going to be standalone $80. I don't know what it's going to be physical, and I don't know what this means for all games moving forward, but gaming is getting really expensive, and this kind of just confirms that GTA 6 might just be more than $70, because if Nintendo can get away with it, Rockstar sure as hell can get away with it, and I'm not sure what any other dev out there can get away with it. But that was basically your Nintendo 2 Direct. A lot of stuff to cover here. If I missed anything, if I had anything incorrect, please feel free to let me know down in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time here. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.